Portion of Living Local DMV is sponsored by Ashburn Children's Dentistry. Welcome back. As children transition from summer break to the school year, one of the biggest challenges is reestablishing healthy sleep routines, even for the adults. But for many kids, it's not just about going to bed earlier, it's about getting quality sleep. Here to unpack the often overlooked signs that a child's sleep may be disrupted, from teeth grinding to mood swings to bedwetting and crankiness, are Doctors Krystle and Dr. Lynda. Welcome back to the show, ladies.
Hello.
Well, first of all, I have to tell you, happy National Tooth Fairy Day, because I feel like you all know her personally.
Our girly.
Oh, I knew it. So I have to ask, Dr. Lynda, I have to ask you, first and foremost, how much did Dr. Krystle get, and how much is the Tooth Fairy, adjusting for inflation?
Actually, the Tooth Fairy was late to my house, and there was threats by my child that there would be late fees, but usually $1 a tooth was the going rate then.
Yes.
However, some people in our practice, they got a $100 business stock.
Oh.
I don't know about all of that.
Oh.
Anyway, so
I just had to know.
Good $2 bill is a great one.
Okay. I just had to know if the Tooth Fairy adjusts for inflation. Like, does she catch up with the times?
She has. Yeah, she has.
Dr. Krystle has some things she wants to get off her heart, but that's for another show. So, ladies, we're talking about sleep quality, not just time in bed. So tell us, what is good quality sleep for children 12 and under?
12 and under. So first, they should get a certain amount for sure, and typically infants get up to about 16 hours of sleep, and those preschoolers up to about 14 hours of sleep. And even the kids going to school as 10-year-olds, they should be getting at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep, and teenagers as well, 8 to 10 hours. Actually, for the school-age kids, even more than that.
Wow.
So they should be getting a good amount of sleep. And so, therefore, with quality we'll talk about where, having their mouths closed, not breathing through their mouth is going to be really important for their body, not tossing and turning, things like that. Just being able to have quality where their bodies are being still and the brain is doing what it's supposed to do. That's going to be really important for their quality.
And Dr. Lynda, tell me about the connection between crankiness, bedwetting, all of these things with good quality sleep, because we listed a few symptoms and signs people should be on the lookout for, and I'm so interested in that connection.
Well, the fact that during deep sleep is when the body restores and rebuilds and repairs. And so if your child is not getting good deep sleep, then their body is not doing that. So either they're getting out of it very quickly, and so that affects their physiology. So bedwetting and mood swings, things like that, they're not just behavioral issues, and more anatomic, more biologic, and more physiologic, really. So a restricted airway makes it difficult for your body to function properly.
And my daughter was just at the practice a few days ago, and she displayed some crankiness, and I don't think she got some quality sleep. So now I know, I'm gonna say, Dr. Lynda said the quality of sleep's not there, Grace, we gotta work on it. So ladies, one thing I love about the practice is it's not just for cavities. You all talk about a lot of things more that impact the mouth and the child's airways. So tell us why it's so important to pay attention to mouth breathing and how your child is breathing and keeping those airways clear.
Clear, yeah. So things like having good tongue posture is extremely important. That's what the connection is. If your tongue is laying low, it's going to be going to the back of your throat when you're supposed to be breathing properly. If your tongue is laying low, it's not supporting the brain function and things like that like it's supposed to. And so it just really makes things really difficult for a child getting quality sleep.
And absolutely, and what we know from research is that how well you breathe and how well you sleep all your life depends on how well your face and your jaws grow. And so that's why in a practice we actually use 3D imaging and other growth guidance procedures to be able to guide the growth of a baby as early as infancy, because those signs are there even as infants.
Early signs, and you treat as early as infancy. I brought in my baby, and you're looking at the tongue, you're looking at face structure, breastfeeding, yes, all of those things. So what signs should parents be on the lookout for when they're watching their child while they sleep?
while they're sleeping, if they're tossing and turning, they're grinding, if they're sweating, things like that. If they're still bedwetting, they have to get up very often, and there's no true reason for it. Things like that. Sleepwalking, night terrors. Those are really important for sleep. And then during the day, it's really difficult to wake them up. We had our patient advice said they weren't excited about school, and mom was like, yeah, because he doesn't really get good refreshed sleep. So by the midday, he wants to take a nap, falling asleep in different positions, like very flexed neck or
bottom in the air. Yep, we know about that one. Yes.
Yeah. So things like that will start to give hints, and they may seem separate and they may seem subtle, which parents should not really blame themselves, because some providers don't see those subtle hints and to put the connection together. But once you start seeing them, then we definitely are a good resource to be able to help, or finding a pediatric airway provider.
Absolutely, absolutely. And speaking of good resources, both of you ladies definitely are the best. So if people want to have their child evaluated and they've seen this interview, like, you know what, I see these red flags in my child, how can they get more information? How can they visit?
Well, on social media first, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and then we are open to seeing and discovering what's going on at our website, www.kidsmile.com, or
the good old phone, 703-723-8440.
Now, you both are on TikTok now. I want to know if Dr. Lynda's doing any challenges on TikTok.
Oh, no.
We get her.
Not yet.
Not yet.
There's still possibility there.
Absolutely.
Dr. Lynda, Dr. Krystle, thank you so much as always. Always informing us, and I owe you tuition money every time. Thank you
Our
again.
pleasure. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. The preceding portion of Living Local DMV is sponsored by Ashburn Children's Dentistry.